Hello and welcome. What you are about to hear is an excerpt from an oral history interview collected by the Octavia Phelan Public Library as part of its Our Stories, Our Community project. The full interview this excerpt is taken from is available on CD at the Octavia Phelan Public Library main branch.
I'm Marcos Chavez, age 35. Today's date is September 23rd, 2014, and we're at the library.
My name is Cecil Garcia, age 64. September 23rd, 2014, location Gallup Children's Library.
So thank you for coming in to do this interview, and we very much appreciate it. So pretty much to get started here, just want to get some background. Were you born and raised in Gallup, and what was it like?
I was born in Grants, New Mexico, moved here when I was about 8 years old, and this is home. It's always been home. Mm-hmm. And that's it. I enjoyed growing up in Gallup. Been in athletics all my life. Still an avid weightlifter, and trying to make my community a better place to live. Okay.
So can you tell me more about maybe what led to you moving into Gallup? Do you remember?
Yes. My father built his house here. Mm-hmm. He was working at Fort Wingate Army Depot, and that's why we ended up here. From Grants, we moved to Church Rock, lived there for 3 years as a child. Mm-hmm. And then while my dad was building the house, we probably moved here in 1958.
Okay. So what part of Gallup did you grow up in?
In the Chihuahua area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, been there since, in fact, I'm living in the house that my dad built. Mm-hmm. You know, and my mom and father are no longer with us, but still home. Mm-hmm.
That's very nice, to have that, stay with the family and
yes.
Continue on. So what kind of athletic programs did you participate in when you were growing up?
Growing up, baseball, basketball. Graduated from high school in 1969. Went to Highlands University, played on a basketball scholarship for 2 years. Mm-hmm. And came back home, and about 6 years ago I was the assistant coach for Ryan Cordova at Gallup High School. Mm-hmm. And what a great coach Ryan was. He turned the program around. We went to state 2 years out of the 4 that he coached. And so I've always been involved in one way or the other with sports.
Mm-hmm. So after you came back from college, what besides working with the sports teams, what else did you decide to do?
Well, I was here. I got married, raised a family, mm-hmm. and that ended in a divorce. So I left in 1989. Was gone for 13 years. Came back home to care for my mother and father, and here I am to stay.
Okay. So what did you do when you came back, as far as employment or?
I came back about 2001. In 2002, I started Garcia's Landscaping, mm-hmm. and which is business I still have. And the hard part about that business is can't find workers. Kids don't want to work no more. Young adults don't want to work no more.
Yeah.
Adults don't want to work no more. They're either on welfare, on the take, or their daddies and mommies are still taking care of them.
Mm-hmm. It's very sad to see.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's very true. Why do you think that might be?
The enableization of our country from the government taking care of everybody. Like when President Obama took over, I think, if the numbers are correct, people on welfare went up. 54 million people went more on food stamps. And there's work ethic.
The Octavia Phelan Public Library is committed to providing open and wide access to information. please visit one of our branches in Gallup, New Mexico. The music used in this podcast was Enigmatic by Ben Sound, available at www.bensound.com. Thank you for listening to this oral history. This is John Fortunato for the Octavia Film Public Library.